Hi there, this is the March 2019 forecast for Aquarius Risings. So starting out on the first of the month, Venus will enter your first house when it moves into Aquarius. And where Venus goes, she can bring some increased harmony and ease. And coming into your first house of self and physical body, this is often a time where people just tend to smile at you more. You tend to come across as more attractive or more beautiful in some, however that applies. It's a good time for any sort of like self-care, taking care of yourself type of thing. Those things will be more enjoyable, and you might just overall have more of a like luminosity or bright essence to you with Venus in your first house of self. On the 5th, there will be a Mercury retrograde beginning in Pisces in your second house, and this Mercury retrograde is particularly misunderstanding ridden and hazy with the planets and signs involved here. Within your second house of finances and possessions, I would just be careful about any money contracts. I would be prepared to be flexible about things regarding money or finances or communicating about your possessions in any way. Just don't take things too seriously and be prepared to switch plans around a bit. On the 6th, Uranus will enter Taurus in your 4th house, and about a year ago, Uranus already entered Taurus when it moved into your 4th house, but then it retrograded back into Aries. So now, beginning this month, for the next 7 years to come, Uranus will be radically changing and revolutionizing your area of life of home and family. And you probably already felt this coming, and there might have already been some things changing for you in regards to your home and family life. But you can expect for the next 7 years and the greater part of the decade for there to be a lot more shifts and total 180s, big changes going on in terms of your actual family or your home or your idea of homeland. Things like that will get shaken up for better or for worse. On the 6th as well, there will be a new moon in Pisces in your second house of finances and possessions. And new moons are a good time to plant seeds for something to come to fruition in the next 6 months. So if there's something financial you've been wanting to embark on, or a new type of money project, anything in that sphere that you've been wanting to work on, this might not be a good time to set it in motion because of that Mercury retrograde, but it could be a time to get the ball mentally rolling and to brainstorm what you do want to work towards money-wise. Near the middle of the month, there will be a aspect of supreme harmony between Mars and Saturn and Pluto. So around the 14th through 20th, there will be a great conversation between your home life and your more introspective psychological world. So there's probably been something you've been working on connecting home and family and your internal world, some sort of combination of those two areas of your life. And the middle of the month will be a good time to put forth the effort into whatever you've been wanting to develop in that regard. On the 20th, the sun will enter Aries when it moves into your 3rd house. And where the sun goes, it can illuminate for the next astrological season to come. So it'll be in your 3rd house of communication, short-term travel, and siblings. So at the end of March into April, you can expect some more developments in that area of your life. On the 26th, Venus enters Pisces in your 2nd house, and on the 28th, Mercury stations direct in Pisces in your 2nd house. So basically the 28th onward, you can expect much more ease and the beginnings of some closure and clarity in regards to the Mercury retrograde matters that were happening in your financial sector. You can expect there to be finally some grounding, or you're getting some clarity into the misunderstandings or delays that began earlier in the month. Finally, on the 31st, Mars will enter Gemini and move into your 5th house. And where Mars goes, it can bring some increased energy and drive to get shit done. And especially if we were born during the day, it can bring increased accidents or likelihood of impulsive, harmful behavior. It'll be moving into your 5th house of children and creativity and romance. You might be more inclined to go after what you want in terms of an art project or in terms of being interested in someone romantically. There's also the possibility of something frustratedly happening, like an accident in that regard. So just be careful about the way that you're dealing with things and the brashness of it, and make sure your actions are passionate but not impulsive. So overall, this month is a focus on reevaluating and moving through financial changes and developments. So I hope this was helpful. I do private consultations at the link below. Subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you soon.